Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. I am Mike. That is Nick.
Hi.
Hi, Nick. So,
Hello.
man, I'm drinking a tall boy, Kona Big Wave.
Nice.
You can see it on. I'm I never wanted a beer so much in my life than when I got home tonight. First off, shout out to the people that prayed for Barkley, my dog. Everybody asking about him. I get the text messages rolling in today. I had to take him up to get a biopsy at the animal hospital upstate, up in Brewster. Went up at 8 a.m., picked him up after 6 p.m. So I
Wow.
actually put in a full day's work, no lunch, no nothing. Just hit up a bunch of accounts and a bunch of stuff up there since I had to wait for him. And there he is. There's Nick's background with the bulldog and sunglasses on. But kind of the news, like he had like some like 8 to 10 inch fucking like like rope in his stomach that they pulled out, which is crazy. He hasn't had a rope toy in a long time. So that might be a good sign that maybe it was in his stomach for a long time. And it was obviously, fucking up his poops and stuff. But have to wait 7 days for biopsy results and to see what else is going on because they see some irritation and shit like that. So it could be
Yeah.
like IBS or something like that. But I tell you, man, going up there, like, see, first off, when I left the place, everybody came out and said goodbye to Barkley. Like everybody's like, "Oh my god, he's the cutest thing in the world." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I get that a lot."
Yeah.
I'm like, his owner ain't bad either. Right, guys? So I had a nice little giggle. They just laughed. They didn't even agree with me.
No.
They were just, "Ah, ha, ha, you're crazy. This dog's so much more cuter than you." But yeah, thank God, man. Thank God. It's like kind of good news. I'm hoping next week at this time that I receive great news and put back on the weight.
Hell yeah. That'd be awesome. I can't wait to see Barkley again. I'm gonna take him by his fucking jowls and
Oof.
be like, "What are you fucking stupid?"
Anything, you dummy. This fuck guy, he's all like he little fucked up because they put him under the gas and shit. And like when you go to the dentist and they give you the clown nose and you're
Yeah.
fucking chilling and you're floating. So
Yeah.
I miss that. I wish they could give me like a clown nose for like a couple nights a week. I would go flying on the gas. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, he's like kind of like he got home, he's eating, drinking, but he like now he's like you can see he's like tired. He was bumping into walls with his stupid big head. And yeah, so all good. But a quick story about Barkley. He's a good dog, funny dog. He's a smart dog, does a lot of tricks, all that shit. He kind of developed a new thing. So a couple weeks ago, I had one building up in the chamber. I had a lot of gas, me personally, right? I was farting like crazy. So I seen Barkley laying down all peaceful. He's looking at me. So I decided to go over to him and I farted on him. I put my ass right in his face and I was like, right. I let one rip. Right.
All right.
I did it a couple times. It's just joking around, messing with him. Nick, I swear to God, this dog. So usually, like when I'm on the couch laying down, he'll come up, he'll walk across my body, and he'll sit down like right next to me, and and he just like take a nap, whatever. He goes to sleep. This motherfucker, he did this twice. He walked up to me, walked on my body. He stopped where his ass was right in front of my face, and he farted out loud, bro. Like, and it was loud and it smelled, and he did it twice to me in my face. I'm telling you, this fucking dog knows what he's doing. He learned it. He fucking learned it. And my
That's
man
funny.
farted on me twice. And he waits. He held it. Like he waited like a good like 10 seconds. I'm like, why is this dog got his ass in my face? He farted and then he sat down. Like he fucking knew, man. He learned from his master.
Of course he did.
So like I farted, he farted. So it's truly amazing. If you watch on Instagram, I'm gonna post this later. Follow the podcast on Instagram. I don't know all the letters, but I'll post a video of him grabbing my sneakers. Yes, I told him one day to go grab my sneakers from the other room, and he goes and grabs them. So yeah, look at me talking about who doesn't love dogs, right? Or animals and cats, dogs, whatever.
Crazy
Everybody
people.
everybody got to be an animal lover, right?
You would think they're just the best. Dogs, cats, like, any birds,
Right.
fucking like you just love animals. Oh, I saved a skunk the other day.
How?
He was in my garage. Dude, I'm cleaning out my garage yesterday. And I'm about to move my lawnmower, and I was gonna not move the lawnmower because it didn't really need to be moved. I was like, nah, let me move it out of the way a little bit. And I see a fucking skunk tail pop out from underneath my fucking my lawnmower.
What? Was it a
I'm
baby?
like, what the fuck? It was like a mid-sized skunk.
Okay.
And legitimately, like 2 days before, I was in my garage, I was like, it smells like skunk in here. There's
Mm.
gotta be a skunk in this fucking place. I was like, maybe it's just like skunk and wafted, like next door or whatever. Hold on a second.
Did now like when you seen him and his tail was sticking out, did he look like lethargic or did he have rabies and try to attack you?
No. So
Did
it was
he let you like pretty much save him?
yeah.
They
So
know.
no, he
Animals
ran from
fucking
me.
know. They know.
He ran from me. So
Oh, he
he
did?
made that place his home. He was living in that fucking place. Um,
Oh, he moved in?
he was in there all winter. I know for a fucking fact because there's like a little gap under the garage door, and he was 100% in that fucking thing. So
Fucking squatter.
yeah, so I'm like this. Oh my god! So I'm pulling the lawnmower slowly, and the thing is moving with it. Right, it's coming with it. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna get it to the door and like then like pick up the lawnmower and it'll go out.
Yep.
Finally, he's like, enough is enough. He squeezes underneath the lawnmower and he runs out, and I'm like, like a little, like obviously I ran away like a little bitch,
Yeah,
right?
of course. You don't want to get
So
sprayed by that
yeah,
motherfucker.
so I see him and he goes to the wall and he starts hiding behind shit. And I didn't know that these motherfuckers could squeeze into shit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm moving everything out of the way and I'm like, where the fuck can this thing be, right? I get to the point where there's like a fucking like a 2 inch fucking potential, maybe a 1.5 inch gap left behind like a board of wood. And I'm like, he
What?
can't be behind that, right? So I pull it off, and there he is. He's fucking behind
Oh
it,
shit.
but he trapped himself in plastic. Mike, hold on one second. So
How the fuck this
dude, I had to I put plastic down when I was cleaning out my garage last time because like water gets in and I wanted to put wood on top of it. So I was like, let me put plastic down so it doesn't fuck the wood up. Genius me caught a fucking who knew that I was gonna catch a fucking skunk that way, dude.
that's how you picked it up?
He went in the plastic and the plastic was like double folded and shit like that. So he was
Yeah.
just in it and he couldn't get out. So I just grabbed where he went in and grabbed the front and I just dragged him out of the garage. But it took me a while because like, his face was there. I tried putting him in a bucket like with under the plastic, but the plastic was like 4 feet long. So obviously that wasn't going to work. Then my mom called up somebody to get rid of the skunk. It was this Indian guy, like, and the guy was like, $400. My mom was like, hell no, and hung up the phone. I was like, and then she's like sending me stuff like don't make loud noises. You have to just let it come out by itself. I was like, no way, I got to get this skunk out now.
You don't want to be there all day.
It was the middle of the day. The thing was, they're nocturnal, right? They come out at night usually, skunks.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna do? Leave the door open and pray that he fucking left?
What if he tells all his friends and then he get
Right.
fucking 20 skunks and having some kind of like skunk orgy in that fucking place? You don't want none of that.
I would have to scout it out like the Burbs or something. Like if I could hang it out, wait till the skunk left, and then shut the door. So he left in the driveway, and then he like fucking hitched a ride backwards and like was hiding under other stuff under my garage. Under the carport, and then he finally just he ran next door and he's like jumping up the wall. He looks so cute, this thing scraping up the wall. He was fucking adorable, this thing.
Yeah. Too bad
they're cute.
Yeah, skunks are real cute. Too bad they're like raccoons. Too bad skunks will just spray your fucking eyes out of your head.
I know.
Fucking shit'll fucking burn. Imagine you left the door open at night and then all of a sudden it's like fucking Ace Ventura 2 and shit. All the fucking animals of the jungle just show up and they're throwing a big fucking party.
Hell yeah.
They tell all the other fucking animal friends. Yep. It's like it'll be like a Disney movie, like fucking Bambi and shit, like fucking Walt Disney. Amazing, man. I'm glad you saved the skunk. A lot of people would just like they'll call that Indian guy, and the Indian guy come here with a fucking like a machine gun and just shoot the shit out of it.
I'm not joking. I'm not even. For a second, I thought to myself when I lifted it up, I was like, I could pop this thing in the fucking head right now, but there's no way I'm doing that to this fucking poor thing. You know what I mean?
I couldn't do it either. No, I couldn't do it either. Even like rats. Yeah. If a rat, obviously if a rat like jumped on my leg, I'm like, yo, fuck off me. And I'd swat that shit like 20 feet into the fucking wall. And if he survives, he survives. But if he dies, he dies. Like whatever. But
He dies, he
like
dies.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely like an animal lover. Like I was thinking about like on the ride up to the hospital, like about Barkley, like if things could get real, like if things go south, south like bad. And I
Yeah.
felt like this pressure in both my eyeballs, like in the back of it. I'm like, what is this shit? I'm like, are these feelings? I'm dead inside. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Then sure enough, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, is this a discharge about to come out my eyeball? But I caught it. I was like, man, ain't fucking no discharge coming out my eyeballs right now. I'm a man, you know? Yeah, but
Mike
that
went to
shit.
Mike went to the doctor. He was like, "Doc, I don't know what's going on. I'm salivating out of my eyeballs. Can you help me?" It's like,
I
those are
think,
tears, Michael.
Doc, you think my eyeballs are thirsty? Shit, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't think about losing my dog. Honestly, like I'll go. Sometimes I'll stumble. Like even mention it now, I know I'm going to see it on Instagram. My algorithm will show people losing their dogs. I had one lady that was on Instagram. She actually showed the video of the dog getting the shot put in as he went night night.
Oh my God.
And she's like hugging him, crying. And I'm looking at the dog. I'm like, holy
Uh,
shit, why would you do that? There's
that's
no
terrible.
way I would want that posted on my Instagram. That's my
No.
last like video of my pet. No fucking way. If we're going out, I said it before, me and Barkley are going out together, like Thelma and Louise.
Yep.
He's gonna drive. We're gonna
Dude,
drive off that cliff. I
I'll
think
kill
that's how the
fucking both
video.
of you. I'd
Yeah.
take fucking pride killing both of you for you guys.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, I'll leave a fucking note too. I'm like, Nick did
Yeah.
it.
I'll tell you, I'll build the raft, bro. I'll build the raft. I'll send you down the Bronx River and fucking
Yeah.
light you guys on fire. There's no way you're getting off the Bronx River.
No,
It's
like
fucking too wide and too big and too deep.
no, I play I'll play a fun I'll play a game with you, like douse us with gasoline, throw us on the raft.
Yeah.
Then you get a bow and arrow and you light the tip on fire, and then
Yeah.
you try to fucking get us.
One shot, one
Oh,
kill.
one shot, yeah. The video that put that on Instagram, that'll get
Yeah.
a lot of views.
And then I'll be like, I'll wink at Barkley. I'll be like, yeah, yeah. And then like I'll just be pouring water on Barkley, and he doesn't light up. I'm like, come on, Barkley, get off.
Barker, the only survivor. He actually survived, and I'm the only idiot on fire. All right, so we got to get in. So I don't know what's up with you, man. I haven't asked you how was your week or weekend. You got anything going on?
I don't know. Are you asking me because like I did something and I have to talk about it?
No, like I just figured like I talked a lot about me. I was like, I might as well talk about you. But I mean, listen, you had an adventure. You saved a skunk, so that's like,
I did.
that's if that doesn't get you into heaven, I don't know what does.
You're right. You're right. What else did I do? I don't know. What did I do? Yeah, just go to the fucking mall up here. There's nothing. I don't know. I don't think I did anything crazy to talk about. Like, I mean, I got visited by a ghost.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No big deal. No big whoop.
Everybody does. Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah,
they
so I guess I
grab
could
you in
talk
the middle
about
of the
that.
night. I mean, they grab you in the middle of the night or something. Shit happens. Depends
Yeah.
where they grab you, though.
It's true. So
You don't want no gay ghost.
I'll talk about this, I guess. So
Not
I mean,
that there's anything wrong with that.
nothing wrong with gay ghosts.
Nothing wrong with gay ghosts.
I mean, the haters out there will say it was photoshopped, but it was real. I was laying in bed and my legs were up, and
Right.
little Pastini, my cat, likes to jump underneath my legs, right?
Okay.
But so I felt like a tug at the blanket, thinking like it was her, and I was like, I don't think she's down there. I'm pretty sure she's on the bed sleeping. Right?
Yeah.
So I just like calmly was like, all right, maybe that was nothing. And then I waited 2 seconds and it happened again. And I was like, okay. And I looked up and Pastina was on the bed, out like a fucking light bulb. And I was like, okay, somebody was tugging on the fucking blanket. Maybe it was a mouse. Maybe it was a little Topo Gijo coming around. You know, you never know. But,
Yeah, this happened before the skunk.
This happened before the skunk.
So it could have been the skunk.
Two different locations, Mike.
Okay. Maybe it traveled.
Yeah, but it was 3:25. It was the witching hour, as they say, call it. Yeah. And this happened to me once before too. That felt like somebody was tapping my foot, patting my foot, and like,
yeah.
I mean, so and it happened to be my grandmother's birthday, which I didn't know until later on in the day. I found out. So could have been my grandmother saying, "What's up?"
Yeah. Like, what you doing? What you doing up here?
Right.
I didn't know you were up here. Yeah, did I had something. I was telling you I had something
Oh
similar
yeah, yours is
that
scary.
involved, which is a little bit scary. So like I'm in my room night, pitch black or whatever, and I thought, I swear, man, I thought I seen something in the corner of my eye move,
Yeah,
like at the at the far end of my bedroom. And all of a sudden, like when I noticed that, at the exact same time, my dog got up and started howling,
yeah,
barking in that direction. And this is witching hour.
yeah.
This is like
Oh shit.
3:33 in the morning. Like I
Oh
checked the
god.
clock. I was like, come on, man. It really gotta be 3:33.
Wait, you were awake the whole time, or you just woke up?
I woke up. I woke
Oh
up and
wow.
so I woke up and I thought I heard something. And then I thought I seen like a shadow move,
Yeah.
because ghosts apparently they move in the shadows. And yeah, listen, I don't think it was Patrick Swayze. You know what I'm saying? Because my
Yeah.
dog was just barking like fucking crazy. I didn't get up in the middle of the night and just start making clay with a woman. So obviously it wasn't the ghost movie, but some shit was happening. And when my dog seen it, that freaked me out. I jumped up, I turned the lights on, and I
Yeah.
was looking all over the place.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what is going on? Like, and then I caught myself in the mirror. I'm like looking in like I'm looking on the ground, I'm looking over the place. I'm like, what am I doing? It had to be something with my imagination or some shit. But when I see my dog bark, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
I think I might have talked about this one other time, but like back in the day, Scott Weiland from STP the singer was talking about how the cocaine basically of like the early days, like the 80s and shit like that, how better it was, or like even the 90s than like now. But he said the shit was so pure that he would see demons, okay, come out of the walls. And he had two dogs. I'm pretty sure that they were not the Rottweilers, the other ones, the other black dogs, the skinny ones, Dobermans.
Oh, Doberman pictures? Okay.
I'm pretty sure they were Dobermans. And he said that before he saw the demons coming out of the wall, the dogs were barking first at the fucking wall. And then they came out of the fucking wall as if they knew they were coming before he did. But yeah, he said the cocaine back in the day was insane.
Man, that's why I would never do like I don't think I would ever do acid.
Yeah.
Like tripping and see some crazy shits. I don't think I'd be able to handle myself.
Oh
I'll end up in like a mental ward and shit.
yeah.
I seen a bunch of fucking gremlins and Ewoks and fucking gizmos. They're all over the place. No fucking way, man. I'll definitely see some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, so I guess we got to move on to some topics
Yeah,
around the
bring up a
world, right?
topic. I gotta wash my hands because I must have touched something that smells like mildew. So go ahead and bring some topics. I gotta wash my hands. But
I mean, yeah, I mean, you're probably playing around with skunks, so maybe it smells like that. But yeah, we gotta talk about Trump, Donald Trump, the president of the United States.
yeah,
Donald Trump has a goal. You know what his goal is, Nick?
I
His
think it
goal,
might be to destroy the world.
no, his goal is to not destroy the world. Is actually to put more money in American citizens' pockets.
Yeah.
So basically, like what his goal is for any American citizen that's making 150,000 or less,
Yeah.
his goal is for all those people not to pay a dime in taxes.
Wow.
That's his goal. That's what came out today, which is just, can you imagine the impact of not having to pay taxes on your paycheck every week? Say it's like, taxes, taxes gross, like you're talking about 35%, right? Pretty much on the average person taxes that get taken out every week.
Okay. Yeah.
You would say like around 30, right? 35, I would say on average, depending on, state, federal, city tax, all that shit,
Hmm.
401k, all that bullshit. So if he's saying that, that would just like for all those people, because a lot of people like that make like, say they're making like 50 grand a year or whatever. Like if they have that more money in their pockets, they're spending that money.
Hmm.
And boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the economy. All of a sudden you're spurring the economy,
Yeah.
and it's just going to be amazing because right now, like inflation is fucking down, bro. It's like down 2.8. Like it was crazy. Like the inflation has gone down. The egg prices are going down now.
Are
Gas
they?
is going down. Yeah, we started seeing that recently. So things are working. Obviously, like people are looking at like at the stock market and the crypto.
Yeah.
A lot of people took money out those two things, but you're going to see a big rebound and it's going to be pretty massive. So I've been trying to tell people, I mean, if you're listening now, get into like stocks, you know, crypto and just, buy in now because it's going to go fucking crazy. And what they're saving, like the old Doge and shit, they're saving a lot of money, Elon and Trump. A lot of that money is going to come back in our pockets. I'm telling you.
I can almost guarantee that the reason why the market crashed and crypto crashed is because just like the Democrats voted for transsexuals to be able to play sports in women's leagues,
To
like men,
dominate.
biological men can now dominate women's basketball. I guarantee that they all banded together, all those rich motherfuckers, all those fucking elite politicians in the Democratic side, said, "Let's sell everything right now
Yeah,
and
that
crash
could
the
they
fucking
crash it.
market." And
Yeah,
then just buy back in. Let everybody lose their shit, and we'll show
yeah.
them. We'll just to stick it to
Spite,
Teee-Rump out of spite.
right?
Fuck everybody.
To try to do spite to Teee-Rump is just
Yeah.
fuck. That's a great nickname, Teee-Rump. So
Yep.
that's probably going to be the title of the episode, or Barkley. But yeah, dude, like, dude, you're probably right because the way like those people acted. I don't know if you see the what is it, the State of the Address, State of the Union, or some bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
The Trump speech had last week, like that night, like Tuesday when we recorded last week. So he went on. He was just the Democrats. They all sat there. This is what's crazy. Like the fucking kid they had there, that show up, the black kid that had cancer, 13 years
Yeah.
old, wants to be a cop,
Yeah.
overcame cancer, and everybody was cheering except the entire Democrat, except for one lady that was a Democrat. She stood up and clapped. They didn't even fucking clap. Okay, I can see like, hey, listen, they want to be dicks and not stand up and
Yeah.
clap, fine, but you're not clapping for this fucking kid, and then you're not clapping for that girl, Riley, who got sexually assaulted, and then the other shit that happened. You're not standing up, and people notice that shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like for you to be a fucking dick
Yeah.
like that, it's like, yo, fuck you. That's why I'm telling you that's why we hate you, like Democrats. That's why everybody came up to this side. That's why everybody, the popular vote, went for Trump because you act like fucking babies, dude. I believe it. I think you're right, dude. I think you're on point with that shit. With people just selling all this shit, trying to fucking dump the market like that. I could definitely see that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just unfortunately, I mean, they're spiteful. They're just I mean, you could tell for to sit down like that, like when come on, man. Come on. That's just the dirtiest shit that you could ever see. How could you ever support something like that? You know what I mean? But instead they'll fucking bitch at Teee-Rump for fucking for fucking sticking it to fucking Zelensky the other day. I mean, I see that we are now backing them again because I guess fucking Russia decided to say, "Oh, cool, let me go fucking balls to the wall." So now we did have to step back in and say, "Nah, you can't do that."
Yeah,
Um, but like, what is? How could you not stand up for a little kid that just like overcame fucking like such a disease like that?
I don't know.
Like you, no soul, soulless human being. Dude,
Like,
even somebody that was like in prison for like probably killing like 48,000
yeah,
people would stand up for a kid like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that are in prison that like kill the rapists and like child molesters and shit like that, they have like standard. They even have fucking
right.
morals.
They
They
have
would stand up.
morals.
These guys they have no morals for that.
Oh, they
They
lack.
should all be relieved of their duties. That showed you right there. They are not for the fucking people. In order to all be
Yes,
relieved, none
yes.
of them should get reelected, and they should all be fucking left out to fucking dry. That's the dirtiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Anybody fucking do is a collective,
They
and
they
they
should
want to say that fucking Hitler, Trump is Hitler, and all his fucking followers are fucking Nazis. Like
they
who's the
right.
member of that fucking party that said none of us are to stand and clap no matter fucking what? Who's in charge over there?
I don't. That's Hitler shit. That's like. I mean, listen. I know I'm dead inside, but that shit's like even worse than what my feelings. Like, at least I have some kind of feelings going on inside. That shit is just cold blooded shit, man. I mean,
dude.
Webster got up. His dad was holding up Webster, and you can't fucking cheer for that fucking shit. Like it was, it was ridiculous, man.
How could you even go home at night to your family? Imagine
Fucking
as a man to go home and your wife, is she gonna look at you? She's gonna be disgusted at you unless she's just like you and
no,
she's just like, you know what? Good thing you didn't stand up for that
no.
little
Oh, that's
little black
evil.
boy.
That's that's evil, bro. That's evil and disgusting. I'm hoping it's the other way. Like I'm disgusted by you, the way you
Yeah,
acted. How can you not stand up? I'm on
right.
to the next dick. And then she leaves that guy. How can you
Crazy.
fucking act like that shit, man?
Yo, but Black Lives Matter though, man. If fucking they wouldn't stand up for this kid, this poor little innocent kid, but they'll all fucking stand up for fucking George
Oh,
Floyd or fucking
oh
anybody
yeah,
else,
yeah,
that a pre-existing criminal, a lifetime criminal. They'll
yeah,
stand up for that fucking guy,
yeah.
but
And
they
you know
won't
what?
stand up for this fucking poor little kid, man.
And
Disgusting.
it's you know what it is? It's the people that don't stand up. It's the white liberals. Those are the fucking monsters, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah,
A lot. I mean, sure, like you get like the black people that all love Black Lives Matter, but they're usually the hood ones. You know what I mean? They don't understand. They don't know what's going on. But then it's like, yeah, it's those fucking white libs that are just they're the worst, man. They think they're doing something good, but they're not. You know what I mean? They're just like so like self-righteous and shit like that. I could
crazy,
never deal with those fucking people, man. Those things need like they need a wake up call or like common sense like slapped on the head.
crazy.
Crazy, crazy is right, man. How can Trump, man, saying all the fucking right things during that addressing the nation and shit. He's like, listen, we're gonna be in. It's gonna be a little tough for a minute, but I mean, I think they found like $500 billion. Him and Elon with the whole Doge thing, and they're coming up with all this fucking money that was just wasted or fraudulent. And I mean, that's why the Democrats, that's why their side is so upset. They know what they're doing. They're getting
Yeah,
away with murder, literally, you know?
yeah,
So now, of course, they're going to call Elon a Nazi. Of course, they're going to use the legacy media and make people crazy. They have
yeah,
people now they got them so worked up and so nuts that these people are just every time they see a Tesla car, they're running up to them trying to smash the window, or they're trying to go to dealerships and setting it on fire. That's
yeah.
what the legacy media is brainwashing like regular people, and regular people are going up trying to smash a Tesla. Yo, if I'm
Insane.
driving a Tesla and some fucking dude comes up and tries to attack me or
Yeah,
tries to hit my car, I'm running that dude over. Okay. I'm not putting on autopilot. I'm turning off that shit and I'm driving directly over that motherfucker.
right.
Can you imagine some maniac just coming up to your window and starts trying to smash your window because
No,
you drive a Tesla? Yo, you're dying, bro. Like that's it. You're gonna be under
insane,
my
man.
fucking tires.
Insane, man. Insane. The fucking ruckus. The fucking ruckus.
But that's
That's what
what's
they want,
happening.
though. That's what they want.
That is what's happening.
That's what they want. These lunatics.
But it was great. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Like Trump, like pretty much like laid out Zelensky. I think he like showing that when him's like, you don't got the cards. You don't got the cards. I got all Uno. I'm on Monopoly. I'm passing go. I'm going straight to jail, but I'm getting out. Going to the boardwalk and own the boardwalk. Parkley's gonna own everything. Shoots and ladders. Got everything, dude. Amazing, truly, absolutely amazing, man. He's like, you don't get the cards. You don't got shit. Stop fucking playing with me. You're not getting get all this fucking billions of dollars. And they kept it real. So let's see. He came back. He pretty much Trump called his fucking bluff. He came back. So I'll give you a minerals deal because Ukraine is just loaded with like minerals and shit, which is insane. So obviously we want that.
Yeah.
But then he came back, and then you said before, like, all right, we threatened him, we caved in, we started supplying aid to Ukraine again, which is like, listen, it's a good thing, they need it. But yeah, no more taking billions and billions of dollars and not accounting for a lot of it. Where's it going? Like, come on.
Right.
Let's be real. Like you're taking that money, you're taking those weapons, you're selling those weapons somewhere else. So
Yeah.
you're making money off that on the cash side. So come on. A lot of these weapons are, turning up in like Baghdad or some fucking shit, or in fucking Syria. Like, okay, Ukraine is selling those fucking weapons allegedly. I don't want to get sued allegedly, but apparently, like, that's what's happening. Come on.
Crazy
That's,
shit,
that's
man.
yeah, that's the world we live in.
The world we live in. Well, what else we got?
This is the world we live in. Oh, you ever hear that song, "Land of Confusion" by Genesis?
Probably.
Genesis was like a band, for people that don't know, that Phil Collins came out of, and Phil Collins left the band and went out on his own.
And formed Super Nintendo.
Yes, and Atari. What was it? It was Atari, and then it was like Atari 2400 or some shit. We had some fucking stupid video games back in the day. You have these kids nowadays have no idea how lucky they are. They're playing Call of Duty. That shit looks fucking real. They're putting on fucking glasses and headgear. They're in like a virtual world.
Yeah.
They're fucking. All of a sudden, you see him just grabbing stuff in there. I'm like, what are you doing? What game are you playing? Are you playing some porn fucking game? But it's
Yeah,
crazy. There's like virtual reality shit out there that's like, I think it's called Noculus or Oculus or some bullshit. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's crazy, man.
back in the day, like there was. You ever play in television? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember in television. It's like one joystick with like
Yeah.
one stick on and two buttons, right? Or some bullshit, or one button.
No, there was a circular thing on it, and there was like nine
Yes.
digits on it. There was like 1, 2, 3, 4, like
Yes.
39,
Yes.
and like two. I think the two buttons on top or some shit. But I still have it. It's in my attic.
Oh, dude, that might be worth money. Like Miguel Plywood actually had that
Really?
in there. Yeah.
You can buy in television games like on like they have those. You know how they have those systems now that you could get all the Nintendo games. You could get in television too. I think I
Yeah.
have it somewhere.
But the original like hardware, that's got to be like worth money. I know you could just like get like an HDI cable, and then all of a sudden you
Yeah.
have like a bunch of fucking games like on one
Yeah.
thing. That might be pretty cool to have. Like, but I don't think I could be able to sit there and play like old school video games from like 1986. You know what I mean? It got to be so fucking boring,
It's not
right?
even worth. No, I mean I love them. I've played them
Nope.
recently,
Yeah.
dude. It's not that much money for the system. It's like somebody's selling it for $70.
Oh, okay. Do you remember like games like Castlevania
Yeah, I
and
love Castlevania.
remember Pitfall? Pitfall?
I think
Remember
so.
that? Pitfall. There was like, I know everybody knows Duck Hunt. That shit was fucking stupid. They
Duck
gave
Hunt.
us like, yeah, remember Nintendo gave you like a stupid like plastic gun and you're shooting
Yeah,
ducks.
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, we went from shooting ducks to real people now. Like, you know what I mean? It's different, yo.
yeah.
No wonder why kids grow up like fucking insane maniacs.
You're right.
But yeah, like Super Mario Brothers. I know we talked about Super Mario, how their last name is just bullshit. Like they
Yeah,
had like Super Mario was the shit back then. But when Zelda came out, it was over for the geeks, for the nerds.
oh yeah,
Like, yo, Zelda, like there's like, yo, there was nerds playing Zelda, right? And I remember like it was Zelda and Mike Tyson's Punch Out for Nintendo back in the day.
yeah,
I remember the nerd. I was playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I was like, I gotta beat Mike Tyson. But a lot of other people were playing Zelda, and I didn't get it.
yeah.
It took me like a few more grades to actually beat Zelda. Like when everybody was beating Zelda like sixth grade, it took me to like high school. I gotta be honest. Like it was a hard game. It was a hard game for me back then. But
It's a
I
tough
managed
game.
to do it and win it, without the fucking cheat codes and shit. Like it was crazy. Zelda was crazy, man.
Oh man,
There was a lot of thinking.
it's my favorite game. They gave you
It's
the
all
map.
time for bed.
They gave
Let's do a
you
little
they gave you the
meditation.
map and shit that you had to follow and stuff like that. And then you had to
Yeah.
beat it twice. Remember, you had to beat it twice, Zelda.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. That's what took me so long.
yeah, but yeah, that shit was the best, dude. I love that fucking game, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fun fact. When I was a little kid, Nintendo was out or whatever. I remember writing to Nintendo of America. This was when you didn't, there's no such thing as emails. You were actually writing letters.
Yeah,
And I wrote a bunch of letters to Nintendo how I wanted games to have like the real players, like real Major League players, real NFL players,
yeah,
real NBA players. I wanted their names to be in the game.
yeah,
And I wrote to Nintendo about that. And then all of a sudden, within a couple years, they had that. I think they stole my idea, Nintendo of America. Like they wrote back to me. I wish I had the letter. Like, dude, I was a kid, you know. But they
Yeah.
wrote back to me. It's like, oh, we appreciate what you wrote and you
Yeah.
took the time. And I was like, thank you, Nintendo America. Now just make the game that I want, you know. And then they, sure enough, like wrestle, dude. I remember writing about wrestling. I was like, dude, I want Macho Man Randy Savage. I want Hulk Hogan. I want Ravishing Rick Rude. I want the Bulldogs. I want Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I want all these guys in the game. And then,
Yeah.
sure enough, a couple years later, it happened. I don't want to say I did it, but I might have changed the game. And Nintendo of
They do.
America, you stole my ideas, so you fucking owe me a lot of money. I'm telling you.
They do owe you money. They do. They do.
I wish I had that, bro. You'd be like, yo, train is bullshit. Everybody listening right now is like, oh, train is bullshit. And he didn't do that. I'm like, no, I made that happen. I'm telling you, I fucking wrote that shit.
We all believe you.
Yeah, dude. I was getting stamps from my parents. My parents would give me stamps back then because they were rich apparently back then. You ever take like my parents, like they back in the day, right? They quick story. They got a water bed back in the day, right?
That's rich. That's money right there.
So right then, if you're a little kid and all of a sudden you have a hose going through your house, filling up a bed, right? And you're
Yeah.
like, wow, like I'm like, are we that rich? Are we on that level? That there's a fucking water bed in here, and you just dive right in, bro. It's like you're fucking floating.
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
water beds was the shit back then. I don't know
Who
if they still make them, but I
there was
want one.
there was a TV show, like an 80s TV show or 90s, that somebody had a waterbed. Like what was it? Like was it Zach Morris or something? Like somebody got a waterbed. Maybe it was like
Had to be Screech.
from Full House or something.
Full House, yeah. Kimmy Gibbler. Did Kimmy Gibbler
Somebody,
have the fucking one?
nah, it was probably like
What's
Jesse
that?
Katsopoulos or some shit like that. But somebody scooped up a fucking waterbed.
Really?
Oh, who was it? Maybe it was Kirk Cameron, dude.
Kirk
In
Cameron in a waterbed, huh? Or was it whoa, the guy from Blossom?
no,
Whoa,
no, no.
who's that guy?
Joey Lawrence.
Oh, Joey Lawrence. Yeah, Joey Lawrence and Alf.
Oh no, not Joey Lawrence. That wasn't Joey Lawrence. That was Joey.
Oh, yeah, I think it was Joey Lawrence. Whoa.
No, Joey Lawrence is the guy from fucking. Joey Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence is from Cobra Kai.
Yeah, no, Joey Lawrence is from
Joey,
fucking, New Kids on the Block, isn't he?
is it?
No, that's Joey. Something else.
Fatone. Joey Fatone. No, that's
No,
it.
motherfucker, that's in sync.
Yeah. Joey. I don't know. I think it was Joey Lawrence.
Maybe yeah, it might be Joey Lawrence.
I think it was him. I remember being him on Blossom.
Yeah, he was on Blossom.
Yeah, he was on Blossom back then. Yeah,
Mm.
fuck, yeah, I watched Blossom, but I was more into like Alf and what that crazy maniac did.
Shit,
Alf used to eat cats, which is just crazy.
that's what happens
Yeah,
sometimes.
we had some good shows like back in the day growing up.
We did.
Now it's all like reality Kardashian bullshit.
It's garbage,
Yeah, it is a lot. We had like some wholesome shit. We had the facts of life. We had different strokes, you know?
dude. How can these poor people that watch those shows though, like, and think that they're real? The Kardashian shows and
Oh,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
like
yeah.
as if they're not fucking staged. Like you're just watching somebody's life who's just not even fucking a real life. Like everything in the scene is fucking not real. They
Right.
cut to facial expressions that didn't happen in that scene. They do all this shit and like,
Yeah, yeah. I think they just sit there and record like 20 facial expressions.
yeah,
Then they just edit them in wherever the fuck they want.
right. Dude,
Dude,
if there was a camera that followed me around all day, you would never get the real me ever. I
yeah,
wouldn't know what to do. I'd just be
yeah.
like staring in the camera all the time and then like not saying anything, thinking of something smart to say, and then not saying it at all. I'd be the worst.
Oh, you'd be terrible. I can see you pulling like an Ashley Simpson. Remember when SNL, like when she went on to sing and the
Yeah.
track fucked up and she couldn't sing and she just did the jig, the Irish jig? I can see you just be like, all right, I'm doing an Irish jig now. You know, like what is this guy doing? Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, you're right. If a fucking camera followed me around 24 fucking 7, I couldn't fucking act myself. No
No,
fucking way.
no way.
Might be too fucking strange. I don't know. Is that a rap, Nick?
I
You
think
got
so.
anything?
I'm ready to go to sleep.
Are you ready to go to bed? I'm
I'm
ready to
fucking
fucking
tired.
ready to party, man.
Yeah,
Party time. It's fucking. It's this is my time of year, man. St. Patrick's Day is like a few days away.
that's right.
You know what I mean? So got to represent, man.
That's
They say
true.
I'm Irish, but I'm not a leprechaun. You want to fight and step up? We'll get it on. All right.
Yo, I will tell you a funny. It's not really a funny story, but so I think you remember maybe at softball I was going around telling people that I had a hernia, like a hiatal hernia.
Oh, I
Remember?
remember that. Fake news. Fake
Fake
news.
news. It is fake news. It is fake news. So, Jeffy's wife now was saying it's not a hernia. That's your sternum. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? That can't be my sternum. My sternum's here. This is my bone, right? So I went to a an a gastroenterologist the other day,
Oh,
and the
nice.
guy told me the same thing. I was like, "Yeah, I have this hernia here because I got it from a medication I was on back in the day, and I don't remember what it was. It was like an anti-inflammatory." And next thing I knew, I had this bulge in my stomach, right? So a doctor a long time ago said, "Yes, that's a hernia." I was like, "Oh, okay." So that's what I believed, right?
Of
So
course.
now this gastroenterologist goes, "No, that's your sternum." And I'm like, "No, man, feel this thing, right?"
Right.
Like I wanted to tell him, like, here's the sternum where the bone ends, and then there's a gap, and there's a bulge there. He
Yeah.
goes, no, yeah, yeah, that's your sternum. So everything I liked to the guy, and then everything that he said afterwards
Mhm.
went out the fucking window, in my opinion. I was like, this guy's a fucking jerk off just like everybody else, right?
He's a
So
quack.
then I looked it up, and it's something called your xiphoid process, which I wish he would have told me instead of saying that's your sternum, because the normal human being thinks your sternum ends right there. You know where your
Yeah.
sternum fucking ends, right? You could
Right.
feel
Yeah.
the bone.
Yeah.
It's a part of your sternum that like connects tissue and stuff like that, and like all that good stuff, and like muscles. So that's what's been inflamed in me for about 20 fucking years, okay?
Jesus. Right.
So I just it gives me fucking heartburn. It gives me fucking I burp every fucking meal, and like it's right there. I can't do a sit up because it feels like something lodged in my fucking stomach. And I was like, all right, I'll just live with this forever. Who gives a shit, right? But
Yeah.
now like a few like I don't know a couple months ago, I did chin ups, and it fucking hurt. Right? It was like, and I was like, nah, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. It felt like I was tearing something, so I was like, I have to stop.
Really? Now,
I
now
was like,
it's does it feel like you're pulling and tearing? Like it's like
yes,
pulling?
yeah,
Really? Like, dude,
yeah,
I've had that doing like crunches at my
okay,
gym where I had to stop because literally it was almost like a pulling like on my like stomach or whatever, and like the side.
yeah.
It looked like I was gonna rip my stomach apart.
That's what it felt
That's
like,
what
but
it
it's
felt
it's
like,
here.
right?
It's right here, like right here, underneath your breastbone.
Yeah, but that's the difference. See, it's more in my stomach to me than not in my like sternum or
Yeah.
underneath my chest bone.
So I powered through it. I did like two sets, and then it was just like, nah, I'm tearing something apart over here. So, and I thought that it was a hernia. So like a hernia is protrusion outside of your fucking stomach lining. So I was
Right.
like, okay, I'm making it fucking worse. I'm just tearing this thing wide open.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave it like a month or whatever, and it was started getting better. And then the other day, I drank for like the first time in a few weeks, and like right away, man, like 3 sips into this beer, it was fucking hurting everything. And I powered through it. I had a couple brewskis and a
Yeah,
shot,
good. Good
but
for
now
you.
it hasn't been the same since then. Like it hurts, and I had an endoscopy scheduled for next week, but I canceled it. Right, like a couple weeks ago, I was like, I don't need this fucking thing, and I was like, you know what? It's bothering me out of nowhere, and I called them today, and I was like, is that fucking space still available? And dude, usually those shits fill up. It was
Yeah, very
fucking,
quick.
it was available still. I was like, oh man, thank God. So next Tuesday, I have to go get put to sleep. They put me down. So
Really? What do
yeah.
you now are they gonna obviously they're gonna push you down, but are they like opening you up? Like how
No, no, they're just sending I guess they put a little microscope down your throat and see what's
yeah,
going on.
right to check it out?
Yeah, because they can't really see. I don't think that specific thing, like they can't see the xiphoid process in there.
Right.
But I guess if it's bulging enough, they could see. But like Michelle said, she said that maybe they want to check to see if you have an ulcer or something like that. So
Mhm.
who knows, man? Maybe I've been living with a fucking ulcer for fucking 20 years or something like that, and it's affecting that.
Wow.
But like even right now, I'm having trouble. Like I'm like getting out of breath, and like maybe I've been like this for a long time. I don't know, but like I looked it up and I was
Yeah.
like, what are you supposed to like notice? And they were like, it could cause chest pain and shortness of breath. But like I'm having to catch my fucking breath just talking right now because it's been bothering me. It's like so.
You're
I'm gonna,
irritated.
yeah, I'm gonna go see what's going on. It's very weird because I legitimately didn't think it was that big of a deal, and I was just gonna live with it forever. But now I'm just like, you know what? Let's see what's going on. Let's
Yeah.
see what's going on. I'm curious.
Yeah. Like it's a good thing you're gonna get it checked out. Hopefully, like, it's not like crazy where, you know what I mean, you need to
Yeah.
open you up. Where
No,
like
I
there's
don't
something
think it's
like that, you know what I mean? Hopefully just something you could like take, or maybe they might cut you back on certain things, certain
yeah.
acidic
Right.
foods and shit like that could be causing some fucking inflammation and shit down there.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah,
that
good
honestly,
thing to check it out.
cutting the drinking out for like 3 weeks made a fucking world of difference. Because usually it's
Mhm.
tender to the touch, like everything in my stomach
Right.
wasn't hurting me at all. And like I think I fucked it up the other day by drinking and like so I just gotta kind of cut that shit out and all the other stuff. So I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that always helps cutting all that fucking garbage out. You know what I mean? So
And anything that causes inflammation is always
yeah,
like a good thing to cut back. This way,
yeah,
you don't burping and shit all the time.
yeah. So
So yeah, obviously, like good luck with that. And what is it?
nice.
A week from today?
No, Tuesday. It's
Oh,
yeah,
Tuesday. Okay.
yeah,
So we'll talk about it next week on the Monday podcast.
yeah.
So you probably have to like fast and shit like that,
No, I just don't. I can't eat or drink anything after midnight.
like a gremlin. All right. Well, you'll be fine. All right. On that note, we out. Look for us
Peace.
next week. Peace.
Sometimes the darkness shades the light. Sometimes the day feels like the night. I don't know what's wrong with me. Never mind about what I've seen. I'll sit alone in this disguise, but I'll try. So I hang my head, I drown my thoughts, smoke my stuff, then I sing my song. I don't know much what it used to be. I love myself, but I don't love me, no. The question still